And so it is August 26th. I'm so glad you guys are here. And I've actually heard Andrea make this comment before that no matter how much she tries to smile and have a pretty face when she starts the recording, it always catches her like making a face like this. And then that's what's frozen on the screen. So anyway, I'm going to try to smile. Yeah. All right. So first I want to know, are you guys alive, awake, enthusiastic?
Mm-hmm.
It's only 5 o'clock here. It's only 5 o'clock here. So I
I'm
just
not
want to
here.
see some enthusiasm. Want to see, I know I can add 3. It's 8 o'clock where you guys are. Yeah. But it's still not that late. So wake up, wake up, wake up. Let's be excited. It's hard for our moms here to get on. Like Elisa's on, and it's hard for people here to get on because they've got kids at home and homework and all that. So everybody's got challenges. Get over it. Okay. Put your big girl panties on, right? Everybody. So let me
Mm-hmm.
mute everybody and arg, arg. Okay, I think everybody's muted. Kathy's walking around now. Where'd she go? Okay, so I think everyone's muted. Everybody make a noise. Let me see if you're all muted. Yeah, you're all muted. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm going to make some announcements real quick. Fly through the announcements. I've got some awesome training for you guys. I've got some Crystal Trojanowski training for you guys and some fun things and something that Andrea's recently done that I really, really liked. So we're going to work on some basics tonight too, because I feel like we are missing a few of the basics. So let's work on some of those things. But first off, I do want to remind you that if you are a director by the end of December, you will get to go to Orlando with us. Yay. Okay. So Orlando to play and learn and party and have a great time. And we'll do that in January. So definitely want to make sure you get your 8 active by this Saturday so that you can go DIQ on Sunday. And if that's not your goal, that's okay. If that's not in your wheelhouse, that's okay. If you're going for sales, if you're going for just hair and nail money, that's fine too. Was that your husband, Elisa? He's really cute. Bring him back on here. Okay, so so anyway, just really want you guys to be focused and don't let this slip by you. I would hate for you to in January go, oh, I wish I were going to leadership right now. I'm so close. And, you know, let's do the work now. Let's do the work now. For some of you guys, the snow is going to be hitting in like November and December. We're not worried about that here. We're just worried about getting toasted. Hello. We're just worried about everybody getting, you know, fried when they walk outside. So it's kind of a, I guess everybody has their own thing, right? It's humid where you are, Vicki. Yeah, I think everybody's got some humidity. So let's make it happen, you guys. This just tell yourself that there's just no room for negotiation. There's just not. I mean, go for it. Why not? I don't know what the rules are going to be come January 1st. We've been trying to figure it out, but we don't know what it is yet. The minute I hear something, I will let you guys know. So, you know, I leak stuff out all the time. I don't care. If you went to seminar and you have not placed an order since you got back from seminar, since I think it was July 26th when seminars were over, please make sure you do so because you have a $75 credit. And when you do your order, it just says minus $75. I think that's pretty cool. Just for showing up at seminar. I love that. So don't lose track of that, okay? And you know what? Hi, Jules. You need to know this too. So $75 credit towards any order if you went to seminar, but it has to be done by August 31st. Okay, very good. And then the MK Bucks and Star Bar tracking, both of these are due to me on September 1st. Now, I realize it's going to be Labor Day weekend. I will give you until, you know, the 4th or the 5th if you want to. Just let me know it's coming. But I need your month totals for the MK Bucks for the auction and then your Star Bar tracking. And I realize that your Star Bar tracking, you may, you know, it's not the end of the quarter yet, so you may not have a lot of stars on there. So, but that's fine. At least I know that you're aware of it and you're tracking it. And if you didn't turn in MK Bucks last month, that's fine. I just want to know that you're tracking it because what you're going to do is the end of September, which we have the auction September 30th. So the end of September, you're going to let me know how many bucks total you have. So you're going to have to be on top of this. Because if you show up on the call and you go, oh, I have, 1,400 bucks, I'm going to be like, you didn't tell me that. And I'm not prepared for that. So that's not good. So let's stay on top of it. So September 30th is a Monday. So the 29th, and I'll send y'all lots of reminders, I will need your final MK Bucks sheet showing all your MK Bucks since August 1st. Now, a couple of you guys did send me what you earned in June and July, and I'm giving you bonuses for that later on, but it's a different scale now. So I'm going to kind of grandfather y'all in. Fall retreat, October 25th through 27th. The price goes up on Tuesday. I keep saying September 1st. It doesn't go up on September 1st. It goes up on, that's actually September 3rd. The prices go up. So it goes from 150 to 175 and from 60 to 75 for just the day rate. So, and we've got local people who are having to go back and forth to different things. Believe me, it will be worth every penny. And you guys who are flying in, you're staying at a spa resort less than 2 miles from my house, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. That's awesome, you guys. You got to admit, that's pretty awesome. 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So have that $1,000 week. I challenged you guys last week to track a $1,000 week. Have that $1,000 week, and that pays for your retreat if you're having to fly in. If you're not having to fly in, you have no reason not to be here. I'm serious. That's just crazy. Even if you have to take off and go do something and come back. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got craziness going on as far as the planning and all. Andrea's going to be here with her family all weekend, this weekend. So we're going to nail down the schedule. And as you register for retreat, we're going to send you the schedule. So you'll know exactly what's going on. If you do a Power Start Plus, which is 30 faces and 6 career chats with your director, then you will get to have special time with Sharon. You'll get special fun little prizes as I dangle right here, and lots of fun recognition. So, you might as well do it. Just do it. And then I'd love for everybody to qualify for that VIP treatment. Okay, how to register for Fall Retreat. If you will go on our Facebook page, there's actually a Google Doc that you click on right there. But if you want me to email that link to you directly, I can do that. Just shoot me an email and say, send me the link. And I can just forward it to you real quick to do that, because we have to have information on you. As always, Peek into Pink is still alive and kicking. I know some of y'all are using it like crazy, which is great because it gives a lot of information in a very short amount of time. So please be utilizing that. This is your opportunity to grow your team. And again, the In With 8 finishes the end of December. And I just don't think they're going to make DIQ easier. I don't know what they're going to do, but I don't think they're going to make it easier than you can go In With 8. So just be thinking. Just think, who do I know, who do I know, who do I know, who would love to put in a few extra hours a week right now to have a debt-free Christmas? How awesome would that be for some people? A debt-free holiday season, or to be able to travel, or to be able to give, your significant other or your spouse an amazing trip. Sorry, I have allergies, I'm dry. So let's focus on that. Your Star Bar Challenge, just in case, I know y'all got the part with the stars as far as when you're a star consultant, but you also get a star for just doing marketing shares. You get a star for doing 5 marketing shares, and you get a star for every new team member. So build those star bars, y'all. We get so much attention from wearing those things. People just love them. If you went to seminar and you had one on, people were stopping you. Okay, who has earned, I hate to say when, because I think you earn it. Who has, I'm caught. Who has earned the You Can Do It jewelry for August? This is who I have so far. Joan Teal, Kathy Nolan. Oh, my Jersey girls are working. Your directors have earned it. Melissa Gonzalez, she's in Andrea's unit, and Rosalie Rosa, who's in Paul Langworthy's unit. So very excited about all of them. Oh, and Melissa just signed on. Melissa, I just bragged on you, girl, earning your jewelry already. So I'm really proud of you guys that you're doing that. How many of y'all are going to earn your jewelry this month? Yes? You've already gotten it, Vicki? Yeah, I can't pull up those numbers. So, okay. I think I wrote that down last week too. And then stars so far, we've got Amy Paul is already a star consultant. Please. There. Kathy Crawford's a star consultant. Your directors are all star consultants. Jillian Frisbee, star consultant. Vicki, you already a star consultant? You're close? Okay. So who's going to finish star by September 15th? You guys, come on. This is the very first quarter of the seminar year. This is it. If you miss this one, you cannot be a 4-quarter star. And being a 4-quarter star, y'all need to go back and look at the Superstar Facebook page and look at all those pictures. And Kathy, can you put a link on our Superstars Facebook page for your packet with all your pictures, so people can go on and look at all those pictures? Do what? Yes, you can. Okay, she's a pro at that kind of stuff. Because, I mean, we had so much fun, and we took videos and everything. It was awesome. And you just don't want to miss that. And you're picking up prizes, and you're like holding stuff, and they're handing stuff to you, and you're like, it's pretty awesome. And if you haven't done it and you're like, what's the big deal? It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. Also, if you're a 4-quarter star, you get newsletter recognition for the entire next year. So it's kind of almost serendipity there. So it's kind of nice that you get that recognition. You also, don't forget, like I said, if you're team building, you earn stars for your star bar. So very important. Want to give a shout out. Our star recruiters right now. Amy Paul, I think Amy, you're a senior consultant. No, Amy, are you a red jacket? Yes. Okay. Because I just wrote this out and now I can't read my handwriting. Marcia Stevens, Joan is a red jacket. Our team leaders, Jerry Cardos is a red jacket. Team leaders, Jackie Eisenman, Kathy Crawford, and Debbie Walder. So you guys, we talked about this last week. Leaders build leaders. So focus on getting into your red jacket by the end of this month. It is not that hard. If you knew that it would only take 1, 2, or 3 team members to finish the Cadillac by August 31st, would you not do it? You would do it. Give yourself, it's called self-imposed pressure, SIP, self-imposed pressure. Put that pressure on yourself to do the work. And that's one of the things about being an entrepreneur is that you're the boss and you're also the janitor. You're the president and you're the treasurer and you're the office assistant. We don't say secretary anymore. And you're the groundskeeper. And you're the security system. Be a good security system. Get yourself disciplined and be a good security system. Every day, ask yourself, would I hire me today or fire me today in my Mary Kay business? I'm just going to let that sit there a minute. Okay, y'all get out your Mary Kay buck sheet. Mary Kay buck sheet. Let's see who earned bucks. Okay, how many of you are on live right now? Duh. Okay, so you can all check off. We are now week 4. We're week 4. So give yourself $5 right there. If you turned in your weekly accomplishment sheet, give yourself $5 right now. Yep. Already called out. No, I didn't call out your names. Keely, Amy, Arlene, Vicki, Joan, Debbie, Alice, Jackie Ott, and Elisa. All of y'all give yourselves $5 right now. How easy is that, guys? I mean, put $1 down if you didn't have any activity. Do something, okay? Be accountable. Queen of sales for the week. I'm going to unmute her and she's not even going to know it. Oh, I can't. She's muted herself. Alice Flowers, you are our queen of sales for the week. She's like, I'll unmute myself. Yay!
Did you say Alice Flowers?
I think I did.
Wow.
Yeah. Congratulations. Congratulations,
I'm
girl.
working. Yay, I'm working.
She's working. I'm so excited. So congratulations. So you get to give yourself an extra $5 there. Okay. Yeah. She's like, yes. $5 for completion of the challenge of the week. I can get anything from anybody on tracking your $1,000 week. Was that confusing to y'all? No? Okay. All right. Well, that's okay. You don't have to. I'm going to call your security system though. $5 per marketing share, as long as your director either followed up or did it with you. $5 per marketing share. So however many you did that, and then $5 per face that you did last week. And I can pull those up on their weekly accomplishments, but I'm just going to go the honor system. So if you did one face, that's $5. Two faces is 10, three is 15, four is, y'all know how to, fives are easy. Okay. How many, tell me this, how many earned at least $25 for your faces last week? Yay, Kathy and Christine and Alice. Okay, okay. So Alice, how many faces did you do last week?
I did 2 faces, but most of it was from reorder.
Okay, good. So that's $10 right there. Kathy, how many did you do? I've got you unmuted and I can't hear you.
Any better?
Yay!
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I did 5 faces, but but most of the money was from reorders.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. You're doing the activity. And you guys, I cannot tell you how many times in my 27, 28 years in Mary Kay, I would spend, it seems like the most time with the person who has the most questions, and I have to explain everything like 10 times, and they buy a lip liner. But then they come back 6 weeks later and say, I want the volume firm set. Our job is to plant seeds and spread sunshine. Plant seeds and spread sunshine. Sometimes we want to throw up a little, but plant seeds and spread sunshine. Did anybody else do 3, 4, 5 faces, new faces? You did 2? 2? Okay, good. Because I want to tell you, and 1, okay, so I want to tell you guys something. One of the things that we're going to be focusing on in September is having 5 faces a week. 5 to stay alive. Strive for 5. Strive for 5. Strive for 5. Okay? So let's write that down. Okay? If you strive for 5, I'm going to strive for 5. How many should you actually talk to have 5 on your books? 10? Debbie says 10. Christine says 10. Okay. About 10? Okay. Alice said 20. I think that's more realistic in today's world. If you're 10, 15, Kathy. So I would say, guys, it's 1 out of 3 is actually going to book. And if you want to say 1 out of 4, I think that's even safer, because then you're not setting yourself up for failure. So if you constantly have 20 to 25 people you're talking to about setting up an appointment or setting up a party, then you're going to be having that cushion there. So the 15 people I talked to last week, maybe only 6 of them are getting together with me this week, but the other 9 I carry over to the next week. And I put a text on, I think I put it on my 2020 Shining Stars today. I sent out a text to a whole bunch of people today and basically said, hang on, I'll read it to you. Hey, gorgeous, this is Joanna Shipe. I was wondering if you would have time in the next couple of days to chat real quick. I'm putting together my fall portfolio and wanted to see if you have a few friends who might want to be featured in it. It'll be tons of fun, and we can do it right here at my house with pictures of you and all your girlfriends. What do you think of that? Let me know, as I would love to get together. I would love to get you on my September calendar. Have a super blessed day. Within minutes, I had 2 women respond. Oh my gosh, I've been meaning to call you. Let's get together. Now, anybody that I sent that to that doesn't respond, I am going to call them. Hey, did you get my text? I'm really excited about setting up my September portfolio. Is there any reason why we couldn't get together with you and some of your friends? If I have to leave a message, I'll leave a message. But I'd like to see if they'll respond to the text first. Some people prefer that. Some people are like, I want to talk to you on the phone, okay? So go for that. Just copy and paste it and go for it. And if you're not in 2020 Shining Stars, let me know if you want to be in it. Debbie has a question. Yes, Deb.
How many people did you text?
This morning,
Yeah.
hold on. I did it right before I went to go work out. Let me look way this morning, because you're looking for responses, the numbers, right?
Yeah. And were they all customers?
2. Here's one who is, but she did not respond yet, but she will. She always responds in the evening. Here's someone who is not a customer. She responded immediately and said, I'd love to. Here's another one that is, oh, actually, I had 4 responses back. Here's one that's been telling me she wants to get together. So now I'm saying we're going to get together with girlfriends. I haven't heard back from her. I heard back from that one. So I sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I had 3 people respond back quick. And I wrote them all down on my call sheet. So about 50%, and the others I'll call. But like Tabitha, I mean, she's got 4 kids under the age of 7. So she doesn't respond to anything until her husband gets home and they have dinner and all. Season is probably traveling. Because these people respond to me. They're pretty good about it. And I put a lot of BAMs in there. Do y'all know what BAMs are? Exclamation points. It's called BAM. Okay. So I put a lot of BAMs in there. You know, hey, you know, how's everything going? BAM. So they almost feel like they can hear my voice. Okay. I didn't have anybody say no. And I only texted 6 people. And then I got busy doing other stuff. So, and I'll be tracking them. And then tomorrow morning, I'll probably text 5 or 6 more. So I try to make at least, Andrea always preaches 10 dials before 10. So I always try to make at least 10 contacts before 10 in the morning. Try to do it before 9 because a lot of my communication with the East Coast has to be before noon because then we get into their afternoon when kids are coming home. Does that help at all? Okay. Yeah. And you just try to get people excited, you know, and just say, oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun. All right. So we did all the recognition. Alice is our queen. So excited about that. If you've placed a qualified order in the month of August, that's great. That puts you on target for 4-quarter star. Then you give yourself an extra $20 for that. And then for every $600 increment, you give yourself another $20 in August for that. So that's exciting. Okay, so I want to get to our training so I don't keep y'all on too long. It's already 5:30. So I know we talked about this before. This is on Andrea's site. And I'm trying to remember. I think I put it on Facebook, but I'll check and make sure. Had a lot going on today. So it's the 3 ways to be a part, which I actually have to ask her to split up A and part of my Mary Kay organization. 1, and we've talked about this before, is to be a VIP customer, okay? And I like the way she says this. It's a VIP customer. You get great customer service. You get birthday discounts. You get an invitation to my holiday open house, things like that. The second level is VIP with free. Well, if it's free, it's for me, right? So VIP with free is when you share your appointments with some friends. And with that, you get free shopping privileges. So U plus 2 is 75 for only 35, or U plus 5 is 100 for only $35. You guys, I would book with me. 75 for 35 or 100 with 30 for 35. If you have 3 people or 5 people, and this is so simple. And then the third level, let's see if, make sure y'all can see that, is Power Partner. And it has a picture of the starter kit. And it says get over $300 worth of Mary Kay products in your kit for only $100. host a qualifying party, because remember I said, even if someone says, well, I know I don't want to be a consultant and I don't want to run a business or anything, but I really want to get my products at cost, then we have to have what's called a qualifying party. I call it an activation party, but you can call it whatever you want. Qualifying party, no quotas, be a smart shopper, or create extra money with a side hustle, or move up as a boss babe like me. And then it has Mrs. Cap. If you would, let me get her to fix that apart, okay? And I will repost this on Facebook. I recommend that you guys take that and that you, let me mute whoever that is, and that you put it in little slip sheets like this, little sheet protectors, okay? I don't laminate it because that can get a little expensive for people to laminate, but I'll tell you what you can do is you can put it in one of these and pull it out and hand it to them if they want to take it home with them, okay? But I love these little things, love them. Wrap it up, okay? So any questions about this? I will repost this. I'll have Andrea fix that and repost it. That's a very common mistake. So we won't pick on her for that. Okay, all right, so that was it. 3, and I like to call it my pink tribe. I think that sounds kind of fun. Like, you know, be part of my, like they always say bride tribe and girlfriend tribe and friend tribe, you know, say, you know, you're going to be part of my pink tribe. And that's always fun. Okay, let's talk real quick about, I've had people ask me this, how do I open my appointments? This is how I open my appointments. Get ready. You ready? Welcome. Do you have that much? I'm Joanna. You there? You good? Okay, so basically, I can't talk slow. Basically, I open my appointments like this. Well, now that we're all settled down, I'm so glad that you're all here. I just really appreciate you being here and taking out the time and the energy and just really, you know, being committed to your hostess. I just want to thank Elisa tonight for being our hostess. She's been so awesome. So I'll give her a round of applause. Yay. Okay, so real quick, I want to tell you what we're going to do tonight. It's super simple. You get to ask questions. We'll figure out what you hate about your skin, what you love about your skin. But there's basically just 3 things we're going to do. I'm going to share with you information about Mary Kay. Let me make sure everybody's about Mary Kay. The second thing we're going to do is I'm going to share with you information about our product, and you're going to get to try it from the cheeks down. Okay, because I'm not doing glamour. Okay, cheeks down. And then the third thing I'm going to do is we're going to have an individual consultation where you will get the choice to invest in your skin or not, book a follow-up facial with friends or not, ask me any questions that, you know, maybe you didn't ask at the table. So that'll be kind of our little private meeting time while everyone else does satin hands and has refreshment. So is that good? I'm going to share with you about the company, share with you about the product, and then we'll have an individual consultation. And I talk super fast. So I have these tickets and I have my roll of tickets and I say, I want everyone to think of at least 2 questions. You can ask more than 2, but you can only get 2 tickets. And think of 2 questions. And as you ask questions during our showtime tonight, you will get a ticket, and then I'll draw one out and someone will get an awesome little sussy. Okay, so we excited? Does anybody have a question to start? Okay, so let's go. And then you open your flip chart and go. That's it. We're going to do 3 things. Talk about the company, talk about the product, have an individual close. That's it. Y'all, keep it simple. You make it so hard. And you know what? They can only retain so much. They can only retain so much information. And you going to, you know, David Cooper always taught us, don't say more than 2 or 3 sentences without asking a question. So, you know, let's go ahead and start putting on our cleanser. How does your face feel? How many of y'all could get excited about having your face feel like this every morning and every night? Is there any reason why you wouldn't want to, like, just right now say, oh my gosh, I have to take all of this home with me? Something else I do during my appointments is I always say, whether you're using Mary Kay or something inferior, whether you're using a Mary Kay mascara or an inferior mascara, whether you're using Mary Kay cleanser or an inferior cleanser, you'll want to do this, this, this. So we're going to actually set up a mock skincare class at the fall retreat. And y'all are going to have the opportunity to participate and record this. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Okay. And everybody's going to, throw in their ideas and brainstorm it. And so at the end of it, you're going to have just a perfect Mary Kay party all put together and ready to go. Okay. All right. So that's how I open up. Now I want to get to Crystal Trojanowski's information. I have to tell y'all, it's so funny. After we went to career conference in San Diego and my daughter Jules met Crystal, she's a national and she's stinking cute. She started like stalking her. And so that night at the hotel, she's like, look, da, 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 da. And I'm like, where are you getting all that? And it's like Instagram or Photogram or look at me gram or whatever it is. And so the next day when I saw Crystal, I go, Crystal, I want to introduce you to my daughter because she's been stalking you on whatever. And I thought Jules was going to crawl under the table. She was mortified, but it was pretty funny. Okay, and she thought that was precious. She's like, you can stalk me all you want. Okay, so these are some things that Crystal talks about. Crystal, a lot like Kristen Sharp, basically put on her Mary Kay beauty coat every single day. And that's how she went to the grocery store. That's how she went to the gym. That's how she went to meetings, everywhere. She had that Mary Kay beauty coat on and, didn't make any bones about it. People would say, oh, are you working today? I work every day. Absolutely. My job is to plant seeds and spread sunshine. That's what I'm doing with my Mary Kay business. What do you know of Mary Kay? What do you know of Mary Kay? And that's how you find out if they have a consultant. That's how you find out if they're on the product. That's how you find out all the information. What do you know of Mary Kay? And you do it just like that. See how I'm shaking my head? Okay. So she says we must work from a place of confidence. Now, along with working from a place of confidence, I also want you to work from a place of excellence. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to get dressed to the nines every single day, that, you have to, always be on. That's not real. That is not real. If you're running into the grocery store and you've got on, cute little pair of pants and a cute top and you throw on your beauty coat, I have no problem with that. I judge not, lest you be judged. So, if you're going to the gym and you've got your beauty coat on and you've got your, leggings and your tennis shoes, knock yourself out and then take it off and hang it. I take my Mary Kay bag into the gym every day with me and I sit it on the bench. And then I spend about 4 or 5 minutes getting all my stuff out and all that. And I have people go, is that a Mary Kay bag? Oh my gosh, do you have a business card? Sure. I just happen to have one right here. You want a sample? I mean, I don't like attack people. I try to attract people. Okay. And I have people ask me too, when you go to the gym, do you wear makeup and all? I will tell you I do this. I do not wear a lot of makeup. I will do a powder just because I want the sunscreen and we've got harsh sun here, but I always have on lips, a lip gloss or something. And I just want to give y'all a little heads up. There's a product coming out. Do I want to share it with you? Do I want to share it with you? Do I want to share it with you? I can't share it with you till September 15th, but oh my gosh, there it is. And oh my gosh, what is that? Let me tell y'all, this lip sealer stuff, I put it on just on top of my regular lipstick yesterday before we went to church, and I usually have to reapply lip gloss or something because I literally eat my lipstick off my face. And I got home and realized I had talked, I'd had coffee, I'd had water, I had talked, and I didn't have any of that where I was biting my lips or anything like that. And when I got home, my lipstick was flawless. I've got it right now. There's nothing on my straw, nothing with this sealant. And I kissed my husband and he rubbed and rubbed and rubbed and he got a tiny bit of pink off. But I think if I used the real product with the sealant, then none of it would have moved. Gotta be a director. And then you know everything. Okay, or go to seminar. Yes, Christine, or go to seminar. Okay, so work from a place of confidence, work from a place of excellence. Be a woman of your word. Y'all, we all struggle with this. We all struggle with this. And you think, well, I'm a woman of my word. I do what I say I'm going to do. What about what you say to yourself? Do you always do what you say to yourself? So let's just start there. Okay. We're doing a series at our church right now. It's called What Did Jesus Meme? And it's all about memes. And it's kind of different and strange, but it's a lot of self-reflection and really thinking about, how serious do I take my faith? How serious do I take what I do and what I pour myself into? And he talks about, what you focus on, what you think about, what you focus on, that's what you're going to bring into reality. The words that come out of your mouth are an overflow of your heart. So we have to really be cautious about that. So, be a woman of your word. And when you're not a woman of your word, be quick to own it. And he goes, we need to learn how to own it. If you mess up, if you err, if you whatever, let's just own it. Because as, sisters in Mary Kay and as people who have each other's back, forgiveness comes very quickly, very quickly. Oh my gosh, don't worry about it. But own it, okay? Be dependent on yourself, self-discipline. Crystal said, and I know we've heard Kristen say this too, Kristen Sharp say this too. Crystal said, I have amazing self-discipline, but I didn't in the beginning. I forced myself to have that self-discipline. And this goes back to what I talked to you guys about a few weeks ago that Tammy Bavala was talking about. And that is truly being invested in what you're saying, believing it, and following through. And doing it over and over and over and over again until it becomes so rote memory that you're almost bored with it. And then beyond that, being bored with it, you're like, I have to do it or I'm not complete. Remember we talked about Vicki loves to go to her Zumba class? And it becomes such a habit that you feel like something's wrong if you don't go, if you don't do it. So create those habits that are going to become so rote memory, so repetitious that you can't imagine not doing it. I know, I think most of y'all have had kids. I think most of y'all have had kids, but you know about nursing moms, right? If a mom who's nursing on a regular basis, so glad there's no men on this call. If a mom is nursing on a regular basis and then she just stops, what happens? Can it be painful? Yeah. Can it be messy? Yeah. Because that habit, that activity, she did over and over and over and over again and then just stopped. And now there are consequences. So I don't want you to compare like your booking calls and getting leads and things like that to nursing a baby, but you might want to think of it as sustaining your business and nursing your business and feeding your business. Okay. All right. She said, celebrate the small wins and avoid self-sabotage. So what we want to do is we want to focus on, I got a name. I followed up. I sold something. Celebrate those wins, guys. Don't be like, well, I should have sold more. Well, I got her name, but I didn't get her phone number. She's supposed to call me. I tell you, I just, y'all are like, take the bat, bam, bam, bam. Quit beating yourself up. Celebrate the win rather than sabotaging yourself. Celebrate that win because those are important. If you get a name, that's one more name than you had before. If you get a booking, that's one more booking than you had before. If you talk to somebody that kind of scared the patooey out of you, and if you don't know what patooey is, go to the South, you'll learn. But if you talk to somebody who scared the patooey out of you and you didn't even get her name and number, but you still did it, that's a win. That's an important win. I want y'all to go into your community tomorrow. I want you to go into your world, and I want you to pretend that you're seeing it with fresh eyes. Do y'all know what it means to see something with fresh eyes? You're seeing it for the first time. Like I'll come into one of y'all cities and I'll be like, oh my gosh, have you ever been to that business? That's a cute boutique. Go in there, visit that nail shop. And you're like, I see these places all the time. Why don't I acknowledge that? Why don't I do that work? Okay. So Look at your area with fresh eyes as if you're going there for the very first time and you have 24 hours to meet people and make a difference. 24 hours. I always work with deadlines in my head because I'm a procrastinator. So one of the things I learned through being coached is, okay, if procrastination is your downfall, use it to your benefit. Give yourself a deadline that's way before the deadline that really is. Let me ask y'all something. How long did we have to earn the cruise? We had from January 1st until what? June 30th. Who knows when I earned it? You know, Christine, when did I earn it? I forgot.
6 weeks after they announced it.
6 weeks after, because I gave myself the deadline of the end of February. I was like, it has to be done by the end of February. That's all there is to it. And I worked like a crazy person. Even Julia Wilson with Sapphire called me and she goes, are you okay? I've never gotten so much communication from you in my life. She goes, who are you? And I'm like, I'm just trying to make sure this gets done. Get this paperwork in. Get my name up there. So give yourself self-imposed deadlines, okay? Self-imposed deadlines that are non-negotiable. I'm going to have 5 people on my team by the end of this month. Let me figure out who they are. Who do I want to bless with this business? And you start calling people. And if it's not for them, say, well, you know what, Kathy, it's not for you. You're a busy woman. You've got, 4 girls and you've got a full-time career. And, I can see where this is not for you. And maybe at another time in your life, who do you know who's just like you? Because you know what, Kathy? Water seeks its own level. And birds of a feather flock together. And I want to find 10 people just like you. Self-disciplined, hardworking, energetic, emotionally stable. Ask them, who do you know who's just like you? Can I spend just 15 minutes going over the Mary Kay marketing plan with you so that you can better tell people what it is I'm looking for and help me pre-qualify them? Now I'm asking for her support. People will help support what they create. People will support what they help create. So now I've got her as a power partner cheerleader. And you know what's going to eventually happen? She's going to go, okay, sign me up. I'm not just going to keep bringing all these people to you. That's what I did with my mom. I kept bringing her customers and bringing her team members and I'm like, I should be making this money. And that's what got me started. Being a hostess, 3, 4, I think 4 or 5 times. Okay. All right. Daily habits. What are your daily habits? Have you set up a weekly plan sheet and then an hour-by-hour sheet where you are accountable to that plan? Get up in the morning, drink 8 ounces of water. Just have something like this sitting by your bed. Make sure it's water, ladies. Okay? We don't want to start our day with, anything less or anything worse. Oh, look, Jen, we have the same thing. Yay. Okay. So start with 8 ounces of water. Get up, start moving. Put on some inspirational music. Put on a podcast. If you're getting kids ready, let them listen to it too. I remember when Jules was little and we used to listen to cassettes. I'm old. Cassettes. And Kathy Halou, I had Kathy Halou's cassettes. And Jules would always ask me, she'd say, is that the chipmunk lady? Because Kathy Halou talks way up high like this. It's really cute. And I'd go, yes, it's a chipmunk lady. So, but she listened to Kathy Halou. I mean, my kids both knew who all these people were because that's what we listened to in the car. All right. Okay. When you are making out that daily schedule and you're doing your 6 most important things list, which you really should do before 9 o'clock at night. That way you're not thinking about it all night long. Wash your face, do your 6 most important things list. It's really important that you do what you say you're going to do. Don't set yourself up for goals that are so huge for a day that they're unattainable, and then you lose your confidence. Y'all, confidence drives us. It truly drives us. And when you lose that confidence, when you don't have an appointment for a few weeks, when you haven't talked to anybody about Mary Kay, the career, or Mary Kay, the product for a few days, you automatically start getting rusty. You know, when I was a personal trainer, I used to tell people for every week that you don't work out, you lose a month of your conditioning. So if you go a week without showing up at the gym, you've just set yourself back a month. It's just like that in Mary Kay. That's why when y'all go on vacation and things like that, I always say, book for the week after you get back before you go. So you don't come back and you're looking at this on your calendar. That's called snow blindness on your calendar, okay? Go ahead and have those appointments set up so that when you get back from your trip, when you get back from your 4-day weekend, you are already in work mode. You don't have to play catch up, okay? Or mustard or mayonnaise, okay? Just seeing if y'all are listening. Okay, all right. Okay, one last thing. Yeah, one last thing. When you are looking at the numbers, when you're looking at the numbers, we said earlier, you want 5 faces a week. You may have to talk to 10, you may have to talk to 15, you may have to talk to 20, and then carry them over, carry them over, carry them over until they finally book. I want you to remember that people are people and we care about them, but numbers are numbers. And I would never want any of y'all to think that I think of you as a number, but in some ways, we are all a number. I'm a number to the company. I'm also a person, and they believe in me and they love me and they support me, but I'm also a number. And when you are looking at your numbers, don't start thinking, oh, I'm being impersonal, or, you know, oh, I'm talking to 10 people and, you know, I don't want them to think they're my 10th today, or, you know, take that away from it, okay? The numbers are completely separate from the people, okay? You're just tracking. That's all you're doing. One of my greatest gifts is being able to track things. I already have my leadership party tracking going. I have my star consultant tracking going. I have my team tracking going. I think somebody just unmuted. You know, I'm big on tracking because I think it's so important that you know your numbers. And I like to compare it to this. Let's say we were all going to get in my pink Cadillac. We're all going to get in the pink Cadillac and we're going somewhere. Okay, so we're all in. We're buckled in. Buckle yourself in. Buckle yourself in. Are you sitting in the middle? You sitting? All right, Elisa's buckling herself in. You can tell she's got little ones. Okay, and so we take off and we drive and we drive and we drive. We drive, and eventually, what are you going to ask me? Where are we going? Where are we going? I don't know. We're just driving. Just driving. Let's go. Isn't this fun? It starts to lose its appeal, right? It starts to lose, even though you're like, but I'm in a pink Cadillac, or toss, toss, I'm with Joanna, or I'm with Debbie, or I'm with Kathy, or I'm with Amy. You know, that has some appeal, but there's something about knowing what is my destination and what will it take to get there. So tonight, I really want you guys to think, along with your five people a week, okay? I want you to start thinking, what is my destination and how long will I allow it to take me to get there? Now, are there going to be roadblocks and stumbling blocks and things like that? Absolutely. You know, is the dog going to throw up? The kids are going to get the flu. The husband's going to travel. You know, people get sick. People pass away. We have sad things happen in our life. We have, you know, things rear its ugly head and just really show itself out. We have days where we're down on ourselves or we're down on our business. That's going to happen. But that's where Crystal said, even when she didn't feel like working, she did something in her business that day. She had some kind of win. Because if you don't have some kind of win, you're going to start losing your what? Begins with a C, confidence. And I want you guys to be empowered and have confidence. No matter what level you are in your business, have confidence. Put the bad away, celebrate the victories, do not sabotage yourself. by saying, well, I have to, well, I need to. You're choosing. You are choosing, you are selecting, you are building a business. You know, if y'all work outside the home and you went into your office tomorrow and they said, Amy, we're going to put you in charge. For the next year, you can do whatever you want to with this business. You are now in charge. Would you choose not to show up the next day? No. Especially because now you're in charge. Like, this is awesome. I get to make all the changes I've always wanted to make. I know, Amy, you'd be in heaven because there's some people you'd fire immediately. But I mean, probably starting with the doctor, right? But, you know, seriously, you have complete and total control over this Mary Kay business. You don't have control over the weather. You don't have total control over your kids. You don't have total control over your man. We'd like to think we do. We don't. We don't control anybody else but who? Ourselves. We choose our attitudes. We choose our activity level. We choose our success by what we're doing and the steps we're going along the way. So here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to text me, Voxer me, or email me just sometime in the next 24 hours. Text me, Voxer me, or email me sometime in the next 24 hours. What is the goal that you're going for and what's the timeline? And you can say, my goal is 5 faces in the month of September. Okay. You could say, my goal is to be a director and to go to leadership in January. Be a director by the end of December, if not sooner. Okay. My goal is to make $500 in the next week. Okay. I want you to look at that goal and put a timeline on it. And then I'm going to respond back to you with a couple of questions. So that's why I need you to do this fast, fast, fast. Because I'm going to respond very quickly. And I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. I can tell you the first question I'm going to ask you right now. Have you broken down the activity it will take every single day to achieve that goal? Have you broken down the activity it will take to achieve that goal? If your goal is to have 20 parties in the month of September, what are you doing right now to book those parties? And I want to encourage you guys that when you're talking to people about booking shows, booking parties, booking faces, things like that, I want to encourage you to tell your friends what your goal is. Again, people will support what they help create. And when you say, oh my gosh, I'm going to set a new record in Mary Kay. I'm going to set a new record. I'm going to do 20 shows in 1 month. And I could really use your support. You don't need their help. Help means you can't do it. You want their support. They're walking alongside you. Okay? I would really love to have your support. Either you or someone you know could be a hostess. And if they say, well, I just don't know anybody. I don't want to have to clean my house. I don't want to have to do, well, you know what? Who do you know who's very social and you can come to her party and she can be the hostess? They might think about that and go, well, no, I'll be the hostess. Okay. All right. Any questions? What is your challenge? Okay. We're gonna let our perfect memory Christine tell us. Christine, what is our challenge?
To tell you what is our goal and what is our timeline in the next 24 hours and to respond to any and all questions you have as follow-up.
Okay, very good. What is your goal? What is your timeline? And do it sometime in the next 24 hours. And then I am going to turn around and I'm going to say, what is it going to take? And you could even say, I realize it's going to take this every single day for me to achieve this goal. Or 3 days a week, or 1 day a week, or whatever you want to say. This is your goal. It's not my goal. This is your goal. I'm giving you ownership of it. Okay? So y'all understand the challenge? Yes? Okay, so real quick, I want y'all to say hi to Zulema. Zulema is, you're not muted anymore. You can say hi. Zulema, I put her right
Hello.
So she is this beautiful woman. She is Mexican. She has a beautiful family. I'm going to steal her daughter. I think my husband's going to steal her daughter. Her children are so well mannered. When we did my party at her house, she was the hostess couple of weeks ago. Her son and his friend, cousins, are all related. There's like 1 million kids there by the time we finish. And they're helping me load my car. And he stood over and he said, so ma'am, is there anything else I can help you with? I'm like, how old is he? How old's Christopher?
11.
11. You guys, let me tell you, beautiful family, beautiful woman. We are going to, y'all look at the front of her right now because she's going to fly so fast up the career path. All you're going to see is her behind. Okay. So I'm glad that Zulema's on, and you came on late. Did you get confused about the time, or were you busy?
I messed up the time.
Okay, that's okay. It's being
I'm sorry.
recorded.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's being recorded. Okay, so I'm going to mute you. So, okay, guys, so I'm going to let you guys go. It's exactly an hour. Thank you for being on live. You get extra bucks for that, so you got to love that. I want y'all to, I will definitely repost this, so look for that in the next 24 hours. If I can get her to fix it tonight, I will. And I want to hear, what is your goal and what is your timeline? And no goal is too small and no goal is too big. Okay? I got huge goals, and then I've got smaller day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month goals that will get me to my ultimate goal. Okay? So let's make it happen. Okay, I'm going to unmute everybody. So if you have screaming kids in the background, tie them up and gag them. Okay? Oh, they're like, you're so cruel. I do love children. I just don't like babies. Okay. Okay, on 3, we're all going to say bye, y'all. 1, 2, 3.
Bye, y'all.
Y'all get registered. Get registered for